What's up, TSU? It's Dave here, bringing you the latest and greatest of talk, talent, and information to the students, from the students, and by the students. It's the Lunchbox, and I got my people here with me today. What's up, Damo?
Hey, what's up, TSU? It's your girl, Damo. I'm back at it again.
Nini Kabute.
Yes, the one and only African princess back in the studios. What's going on, TSU?
Oh, man, TSU is doing fine. We're doing better than ever because we have the honorable Dr. Austin Lane here today, serving as a 12th president.
He's our co-host today, you guys.
Thank you, David, Damo. Thank you, guys,
it's definitely
so much.
A pleasure to have you on the show
Pleasure
today.
to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Give a brief background on yourself.
Yes. I am, as you heard just now, your 12th president of Texas Southern University, one of the most indomitable, unconquering institution in the country. And I'm just glad to be here. By way of Hackensack, New Jersey, which some people don't have a clue where that is. That's about 15 minutes from New York City. If you ever cross the George Washington Bridge, you hit Hoboken and you hit Hackensack. Went to Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma, historically black college and university. I feel like I'm at home right now with all of you in the studio and being here. And so thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
welcome.
And I have one thing to say before we get this started, and that's welcome home, Dr.
Thank you. It's
Welcome
a homecoming for me.
Yeah, most
Thank you
definitely.
very much.
So, Dr. Lane, with your long resume and all the amazing things you've done at the higher education level, you could have gone to a lot of other places around the country and maybe even gotten paid more. Why TSU?
Yeah, I years ago, TSU was the first institution when I came out of high school that accepted me. And unfortunately, when I got here, I just couldn't afford it. First generation college student. My mother and grandmother raised me, and we just didn't have the funds for me to be able to go here. And they didn't even know anything about financial aid at that time, or else I probably would have been here. But TSU's always had a special place in my heart. When this position was open, I was thinking I had never applied for a position for about 7 or 8 years, so I was not looking to leave where I was. But when this position came open, as you can imagine, I immediately jumped on it and was just laser focused on wanting to be here. And so I think I can make a difference in the lives of the students. I definitely know I can relate to the students and understand the HBCU experience that they want to have while they're here. And my focus will be to make sure that they always come home as well.
Most definitely.
My question to you, Dr. Lane, is what was the first thing you did, the first reaction when you got that call that you are Texas Southern University's 12th president?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and I have chills when you're saying it now. And it's probably a little embarrassing, but the first thing I did was start to cry because I was I was in shock, number one, but I could not believe, and God is always good, but I couldn't believe because I wanted it so bad. And you know, when you want something so bad, you will work hard to try and get it. And I was prepared if I didn't, but I would have been real upset. But I was just overjoyed, and I'm still that way right now. I'm numb right now. So again, I'm just happy to be here and thankful for the students, faculty, and staff that will give me the ability to serve them.
So as you see, we're co-hosts. You're our co-host today.
All
we
right.
have nicknames: Dave, Damo,
Yeah.
Kabute. So when we go through this, what do you want us to call us? Prez, Doctor,
Well,
Dr. Lane.
you know what? You can call me Prez. You can call me Doc. Now my line name was Night Train Lane. Now you may not want to use that.
Well, Night Train
You may
Lane.
not want to use that one. I don't know.
We're going to get to that
But
later.
that was
Night
okay.
Train.
All right.
Night Train.
Okay.
We're going to get to that a little later. But we're going to hit up some announcements, guys. You guys know it's the summertime, but we still need to know what's going around this campus. First, we have a new SGA president.
Woo.
Justin
All
Lee.
right, Justin.
Yeah, part of
Justin's
Collegiate 100, man. That's a
already
good
doing a great
friend of mine.
job.
He actually is. He's listened to a lot of episodes of the Lunchbox. He'll come up to me like, Damo, what's going on?
episode.
Like, what's the next episode? When y'all gonna have me on? So Justin, look out. And also the new SGA executive board just got sworn in as well. So
You
I
were
was
there
there.
for
I
that,
was there. It was phenomenal.
Right.
And I know there should be photos out there. I was taking pictures of everybody, but to see our students get into those positions was great. And a quick note on Justin: he is going to be officed in my suite. Just FYI. So
wow.
he's going to be right around the corner from me, and we're going to set him up because we want to make sure the students have access into where I am all the time.
My
Oh,
question
man.
is,
That's
do you smile with teeth in any of your pictures?
You know what? So, my wife, I think today, the first time, we just received over $500,000 from Papa's. You know where Papa's?
Yeah.
The restaurant?
Yeah.
They gave us $500,000 to go towards our new residential facility. I would say
Wow.
dorm, but people. So just today, I smiled with my teeth. So my wife, she called me up. She said, "You finally smiled with your teeth." I said, when you have a goatee, you got to be careful because
Oh, Lord.
it could kind of,
Yeah, it
Dave,
could
you
look
got
kinda
one.
weird, yeah.
It look a little weird, like you're Ronald McDonald or something. So you
Exactly.
got to be careful,
I definitely understand.
Yeah.
So not only did the new executive board get sworn in, but Mr. and Miss TSU as well, Marcel Scruggs and Cassandra Cantu. And everybody knows TSU. We had a search this summer looking for a new Mr. Senior. And it's Cody. I can't think of Codion's last name. My bad, bro. But everybody at TSU knows Codion.
You know,
Yeah.
Codion's a good guy.
Good
Codion's
guy.
a
Yeah.
Codion. All right. And Miss Senior, Kiaris Johnson, she's bringing Pinky Promise. It's an organization for women to, have faith in God and obey
wow.
Christ and empower each other to fulfill its purpose.
Talking about fulfilling Christ, you guys all the listeners, y'all join in the Varsity Christian Fellowship. That's my Christian organization on
That's
campus
right.
that I support.
I think they're
Yeah.
coming to pray,
They come to pray
with
for your
me
office. Yeah, we're gonna come
shortly.
pray
Yes,
over
thank
your
you.
office.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
But yes, if you had any questions that you wanted to know for Kiaris, please email her at pptsu@gmail.com. Now, Dr. Lane,
Yes.
who you got your money on, the Cavs or Golden State?
You know what?
Just
that's a
because we're from
hard
California, we not going to
That's
judge
a hard
you.
one. That's why I'm paused on this question. I've got to go with Golden State. Now I like Bron and Irving is from Jersey, and so he's a baller. But I've never seen someone shoot. Usually when you shoot, you have to follow through with your shot. I've never seen with Curry when he just throws it up. Without even following through and runs away from it. If you're watching slow motion, he throws it up and starts running down the court before it's even in the basket.
Now,
I never seen anything like it.
If I'm not mistaken, you had some basketball experience of your own.
I did. You saw that form, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You saw that
Not
form.
that
And for
form.
those of you listening, I did a little form. I told somebody walking up the Tiger Walk the other day, he looked like he was a baller. I said, I'm gonna be in there to ball with y'all. So if you in that rec center, I'm coming for you. So you're in there. I played a little bit. Play a
So
lot
you
more
gonna play
golf now
one-on-one
than
with
I did
D-Gray?
basketball, but a lot more golf. But
Right.
I can still hoop though. I can still handle. My son's an athlete too, so he and I kind of.
So we're going to see you go one-on-one with D. Griff?
Now is that your? Now who is this now?
D. Griff, he the quarterback, he the receiver.
That's what I heard.
And he played
Yeah, I
basketball.
saw him on the. I saw him one of the games that was televised, and he. I don't know if I can go one-on-one with him. I'm not even going to say that because he may be listening out there.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And I don't want to upset him.
Right.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Dr. Prez.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go with Prez. Okay.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite college memories?
My favorite college memory was homecoming. And that's why I'm so passionate about. I've heard from more students about bringing the homecoming back to the yard. That's exactly what we're going to do. I've been talking a lot with Justin and some other folks about when you come back. My memory is being on the yard with the folks who were in school with me, and then our parents, our aunts and uncles, everybody was there taking pictures and having a good time. The parade came right through the middle of campus. So those memories for me, I can remember like it was yesterday. So for me, it was homecoming and the friendships that I made. It was the Greek life. When I was there, I was in other student organizations that were not Greek life. So everything doesn't have to be Greek life. So there were so many things I was involved in, SGA. So just the HBCU experience is what I remember.
Right on. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking that understanding into the idea of homecoming and bringing that back to the yard. I think that's going to be a big step in the right direction. So here we go. We've done research and found, Dr. Lane, that you've done extensive research on higher education for particularly minority students. Can you tell us more about that research that you've done?
Yeah, the research that I've been focused on over the last several years pertains to really the success, completion, and persistence of African American students, traditional age African American students that go to school on predominantly white campuses or predominantly white institutions, and then how they psychologically are able to try and assimilate or at least get acclimated to those environments, and then still do well academically. And that's a challenge sometimes when you feel like you're in the minority for students. And so my focus has always been to dispel some of those myths that's out there about students not being able to achieve or succeed. And so a lot of what's in my dissertation goes all the way back to the talented 10th and to individuals that did very well academically and then were able to overcome a lot of barriers to still be able to become doctors and lawyers and dentists and you name it. And so a lot of my research focuses on students that can make it if they have the right mindset and if they have the right motivation and support.
Right. I definitely appreciate that type of study, and then especially since you got your doctorate, you got your doctorate in education. And,
yes.
And your dissertation was more so for minority numbers.
That's right.
That's something that I talked about. Definitely kind of getting an understanding of what it is. Somebody actually doing the proper research to find out what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But also what's right.
That's right.
So I definitely appreciate that. Here's a question for you. This is a question that, believe it or not, Rutledge always talked about how George Bush's wife asked him, since segregation is illegal, then what's the use of HBCUs? So I asked you that question.
Yeah. It reminds me, you just ended. You talked about where what I did my dissertation in, and I think it's probably appropriate to note. I received it at the University of Alabama. So roll tide if you got any folk out there from Alabama. But here's the historical piece to that. As soon as I finished my degree there, I went from the Coleman Coliseum, and Mike, our basketball coach, went to the University of Alabama, so he'll know what I'm talking about. Went from the Coleman Coliseum over to the, if you ever remember George Wallace in Alabama, where he was the infamous stand in the schoolhouse door, where he would not let the African-American female register for classes. And his comment was segregation today, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. And if you think about, talk about the purpose and the historical underpinnings of historically black colleges, anyone who would ever fix their mouth to say that HBCUs are not needed is highly misinformed and miseducated on the history of our country. Our institutions provided us with access and continue to do so for students across the country who want to have a historically black college and university experience. Kind of goes back to my research about psychologically being able to adjust and then succeed. As my past president used to always say, from Langston University to the world. So he would always remind us that if you can make it at Langston, at this historically black college, you can make it anywhere in the world if you apply yourself. And that's what I think HBCUs do, is we empower African-American students. We now empower Hispanic students and Caucasian students at Texas Southern. It's becoming even more and more diverse. But we'll always have a place in the history of this country. We'll always have a place in the history of even our city here in Houston, as we started as the Houston Colored Junior College in 1927. Again, we provided access years ago, and so we continue to do that. There's students that need us, and we need them. So I think it's very important that HBCUs remain strong.
Right on, brother. Right
Now,
on.
Here's my question, because I know the fellas here wasn't going to ask, because, they don't want to make you feel some type of way. So I want to know.
So you gonna ask me?
How'd you meet your wife? Because she is beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, did you see my wife? She saw
I took
her.
a picture with her.
Oh,
She had her hair
okay.
laid.
Yeah, my wife is fine. I got to say that,
Yeah,
because
she
if I
is.
don't, I get in trouble. If I don't say that, I get in trouble. But I met my wife. It's funny because as soon as I saw her picture, I said, "That's my wife."
Oh, wow,
I mean, it was that quick. Yeah, it was that quick. And a quick story. My wife actually grew up in New York and also in New Jersey, and we were in the same areas hanging out and didn't even know it. That's the scary part. So, her father's from Fifth Ward. He's from here. He's TSU. Was here years ago. He was with Mickey Leland's best man, actually, in his wedding.
He was?
Yes, he was.
Wow.
Yes, he was. So we got some history. We got some history
I'm going
here.
to find out about him. I worked in the Mickey Leland archives.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Look at that.
I've done
Larry
extensive
Williams.
research on him.
His name is Larry Williams,
Okay.
and he lives in San Ramon. So for
Okay.
California
Woo-woo.
folks in here, but so when I met her, I remember we went out to dinner out here in Midtown somewhere, and I can't even remember what I ordered. I can't remember how the food tasted or nothing.
She was that fine.
She was striking, and she got a great heart and a great mind. And here's what I love about her, and she's been up here supporting me from day one, even when I was going through the interviews. I don't want to say she's more passionate than me, but she's just as passionate. I hope you can hear the passion in my tone. She's just as passionate for wanting TSU and the students to have this experience. So I've got a great partner, not only my wife, but I got a great partner, and you need that when you get to these kind of levels. And so my wife, her name is Lauren. She is everything to me, and you'll see a lot of her. She'll be here a lot.
She was very beautiful, and it's crazy because when I seen her, I was like, she looks like someone that I would want to follow. Just like when me and Dave, we got the opportunity this spring break. We got to see Michelle Obama.
Oh yeah! Oh wow!
Like
spring break, y'all got to see Michelle Obama.
We got pictures with.
Oh,
we got to see
big
Michelle
time.
Obama. So whenever now, it's very important with the whole Let Girls Learn Act that
That's
Michelle
right.
Obama has going on.
Yes.
And what are your opinions on that?
First and foremost, in higher education, there are always more percentage of females than there are males. At any institution in the state of Texas, the females outnumber the males. Always. Every institution I worked at, if you check the data, it's extremely important to Texas's economy, and particularly for African American females or minority females in general. That's the new workforce. That's the new workforce because, again, you've got more females being educated and finishing faster. Sorry, guys, but they're persisting a lot faster than the guys. They just are. And so it's going to be extremely important. Then if you get into areas like the STEM fields, there's a lot of discussion about how we get more minorities into the science, technology, engineering, and math. So all of that's going to be critical for the future of Texas. And so the women will drive the economy. You're hearing a lot of that now on these campaign trails, but the women are driving the vote. If you think about the folks who are voting out here now. So I think it's critically important that what Michelle Obama, the First Lady, is doing. And I hope here that is coming right into our institution where our minority or African American females feel empowered to continue that struggle on.
Thank you so much. TSU, Lunchbox. We have a game that we play every episode called One Must Go, the Prez edition.
The Prez,
What in the world is it?
All right, Prez, before we do this, you're current, right? You trending.
I hope.
You know trending.
Yeah,
trending
I hope
stuff.
I'm current. Yeah.
All right, Dave, hit him with the first round.
Okay.
Be easy, Dave. Yeah.
One must go. So basically, what one must go is we're gonna give you about 3 different topics. We're gonna give you 3 different things, and you got to choose which one that you would rather see go. Now, do you watch? Do you watch cable television?
Yeah.
So shows like Scandal, Empire, and Power.
Yes.
So Scandal, Empire, and Power.
Scandal.
Scandal got to
Why
go.
does Scandal have to go?
Scandal got to go. No. I love Kerry Washington. I love Kerry Washington. Well, see, Scandal for me, I replaced that with House of Cards. It's a difference.
Okay.
I replaced it.
Okay.
But you mashed it up with Empire and Power.
Yeah.
My wife loves Power, and I love Empire.
Okay.
So I got to stick with those two. Those got to stay.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, those got to stay.
Okay. The next one is this is so funny, I think. Okay.
We know why you think it's funny.
We have Hillary, Bernie, and Trump. Who
Trump.
must go?
Trump's got to go.
Thank you.
Trump
Trump president.
has to go immediately. And I tell you, if not, we're in trouble.
You
I'll be
ready?
on my way.
90s hip hop, early 2000s hip hop, or current hip hop music today?
Ooh, that's hard. But see, a lot of what 90s, you're talking to a 90s person. And so you guys know, you can't front on this. You know, a lot of what you're listening to now is coming from some of that. It's been sampled.
It's a remake.
of course.
Been sampled, dog. Don't act like you ain't heard it before.
It's just evolved.
I heard a DJ the other day, one of the guys on the radio station, and I was amazed because he played everything new, and then he played the old stuff. Was it Rob G or something on the 92 whatever station? And I didn't even know that. So that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go still. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to see Drake and Future, though, coming up here. I am going to see Drake and Future. Now, let me tell you how crazy. Now, my wife got those tickets. My wife, I tell you, my wife pretty cool. She got those tickets, so we're going to that. And tomorrow we're going to the old school concert up in the Woodlands.
Okay, I got
They're
you.
all the old school people. So
might have to say the
that's a
early.
tough
The early
Oh, wow.
2000s,
I'm
you
gonna say
might go with that
yeah,
one?
Lee. Yeah, I'll go with that one.